All right, everyone, let's pull the Friday reading. What are they thinking and feeling? Well, randomly at the bottom here, I have a Four of Swords. It's pretty mellow energy, strangely enough. But it feels, I don't know, feels like something might pop out of it. I have no idea. Somebody could be a deep thought. I don't know. What are they thinking and feeling? It's a general reading. We'll split the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. I'll put the signs to them, but I'm not your astrologer. Okay? We don't. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate, so pay attention to everything that falls on the table. We don't clarify this reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if you're here, you're probably here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Let's go. Friday reading. We got a whole playlist of these. They're all timeless. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. Of course, bottom of the deck is 9 wands. That's the overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. There's something... I picked it up on the Four of Swords a little bit. I said, they could be, it feels a little quiet. They could be in deep thought. I've got somebody attached to you, but there's some sort of barrier to think. It's sort of like, do you ever have a moment where you're trying to picture somebody? You know, you're remembering somebody, but you can't quite remember what they look like. You can't just, it won't tune in, like a TV station or radio station that won't tune in. It's a bit of that. I'm not sure why that is. Let's find out. Right here, our story begins with Aries, position 1. It ends with Pisces, position 12. Again, 9 out of the 12 should resonate. This isn't your horoscope. I'm just splitting a cycle into 12 pieces. We do that a lot. We split things into 12 pieces. Do it all the time, right? 12, very important number. Right? All right, let's see where we go here. Aries, position 1. What do we get? Tower, see. All right, we had a bit of a freeze up there. You may or may not have heard me say tower, but that, as soon as I threw that on the table, it locked it up. Look, I'm not playing with you. The energy's weird. Somebody having a bit of a mental breakdown, a mental block, you know, which can get a little frustrated. I get a lot of frustration around this tower. I don't know. I don't know. It's really weird. It's like I'm trying to think about you and I can't. You know, it's a mental breakdown. You got somebody attached to you having a mental breakdown, a communication breakdown. Okay, a little bit of that. And the lyrics to Led Zeppelin's Communication Breakdown might apply here, right? It's all about going crazy, drive me insane, communication breakdown. It's a bit of that, but think, instead of the word communication, change that to thoughts, right? Thought process breakdown. Drive me insane. That's the riff. Anyway, Taurus, position 2. Position 2. Another tree, but this one's okay. This one's not doing so well. This one's okay. It's the Emperor. Somebody thinks somebody's got control of their emotions with you. I mean, in this position, somebody thinks that I can't think about. They don't feel you at all. Okay, they're just very self-absorbed right now. Somebody's very self-absorbed right now who's attached to you. And again, I think this all applies. I think that they just can't. I think there's some kind of barrier. There's a moment that's happening here. Sometimes it happens and energy comes in and it creates a cloud, a fog, if you will. All right, a bit of that. It can be. All right, let's move this over just a little bit. Let's sort out the energy. That's why I do that. Okay, so it's for me more than it is for you. Right, you don't care if it looks like that. It doesn't matter. It's the reading's the reading. Gemini, position 3. Position 3. That's all that matters. Slice number 3. Where are we going here? What the fuck is going on? We got a theme. Did these cards all get together at night and say we're gonna fuck with Steve today? Just give him a tree on every fucking thing. A pine tree, a hemlock tree, all the way through. I got a whole, it's like I got the field guide for pine trees. This here's a hemlock, this here's a spruce, this is your northern pine, white pine, I mean Colorado's next probably. I don't know what's going on here. Again, it's the same thing I said. It's tied to this. You can see the energy match. This person is afraid they've lost you. Can I put it that way? And it's causing a fucking mental break. They're going insane, right? Every time I say going insane, Led Zeppelin's riff for Communication Breakdown plays in my head. I'd grab the guitar, but Jimmy Page is pretty litigious. I ain't gonna fuck with that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. All right. They do not like their copyrights fucked with, Led Zeppelin. Which is ironic because they got in trouble for fucking with somebody else's. You know, I've gotten a little of that here. Somebody attached to this. I don't say anything that isn't part of the energy. This isn't about Led Zeppelin's copyright dispute with Stairway to Heaven with some other band that had a song that kind of sounded like it. You know, I mean, if we got to start copyrighting the A minor chords, we're going to be in big fucking trouble. Okay, but at the end of the day here, somebody attached to this person is egging this energy on a little bit. Okay, somebody feels like you're infringing on their copyrights by being interested in their person. And so they're enhancing this person's fear that it might be over. See, they're gone. See, you know, that kind of thing. You got a saboteur here in the background with somebody. I believe that. Okay, but the person themselves is having a mental breakdown. Absolutely. Oh God, what tree is going to come up next? Are we going to get my maple, maybe? How about something that's not evergreen? Okay, how about that? Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle, position 4, right? The theme energy of this cycle bookends this tree over here. Finally. I said, but you know what? It's not a tree. But I said Colorado was next. Didn't I say Colorado was next? Correct me if I'm wrong. I said, what's next? Colorado? Right? Yeah. And what's Colorado known for besides the Colorado pine and all that? Rocky Mountains, maybe? Yeah, there it is. I knew. I picked up all of that. I've been to Colorado. It all looks like that. You know, or at least where I was. You know. 3 of Pentacles. Man, I'm on fire today. It bookends the Tower. I think all of your people, they can't. It's almost like that energy where sometimes we'll say they can't feel you anymore, so it brings them to you. It's a bit of that, but that's not really what's going on. It's this whole, somebody wants something with you and they're going through all kinds of ways to get it. And I believe for some of you they might come in, but for others of you, somebody here's just having a breakdown about why there's nothing, why there's no partnership. I want a partnership. Why isn't there a partnership? This is someone who usually gets what they want. They want you, but again, to get you, they're going to have to bring themselves down a little bit. It's really weird. It's really weird. Climb a mountain to get to you on some kind of thing. I don't know. It's very strange. Either way, when I look at this top row, I see an energy that's blocked. I see an energy that's hidden. I see they only can kind of see. If somebody's thinking about you, they can only kind of see you a little bit. It's hazy, you know. All right. Apparently you look like a tree. However, the evergreen theme, and even the Colorado theme, there's a lot of evergreens in Colorado. Even with that, evergreen, you know, your connection with this person, it's very solid, whoever this is. The connection isn't going anywhere. This is a temporary energy. 9s are the end in tarot. So, Leo soap opera, position 5, Leo. Always the same energy comes in for this. It always the story always changes here as soon as we hit Leo. It's really weird, the Leo soap opera. Somebody's in that toxic relationship that they're in their life. They've reconciled it. They've realized that, well, somebody's reconciled the fact that this is their life. This is it. It feels like all hope is lost, strangely enough, even though it's an Ace of Swords. It is Archangel Michael's energy. Somebody's reconciled. Well, I guess this is it. I guess this is what my life is. They want a reconciliation with you. That's what they're feeling. You know, this reading is what they're thinking and feeling. It's mostly feeling. I don't get anybody thinking about you here. I get somebody, well, I guess I'm stuck in this toxin. Okay. I mean, it's a real pity party. It is. We talked about pity party energy, didn't we, in the Mars reading? I said Mars direct in Cancer. One of the negative sides of it is pity party. And the DM side might be having it. A lot of pouting, a lot of tantrums. It's a fucking pity party. There it is. There's a little bit here. A little bit. Well, I guess this is what I'm stuck with. You're never stuck with anything, motherfucker. Get out, right? I mean, you're not, you might say, well, what if I'm in a prison cell, Steve? I'm stuck with that. Not really. You can escape to the 5D anytime you fucking want and live a whole life in a dream world while you're sitting there. You're not stuck there. You're only stuck there if you leave yourself there, right? The 5D is always available to you. You know, Christ, I spent most of my childhood dreaming up my future. You know? is what it is. I didn't enjoy the 3D of it much. So right here, position 6, Virgo. Sometimes my wild card spot, sometimes you guys show up here. Never mind, Virgo, I'm not your fucking astrologer. It's fine. We just split the energy into 12 slices. That's all. Ace of Pentacles. This is not you. This is somebody attached to you. Somebody's had a plan for you for a while. This feels more like a family member to me. Okay? You have a family member. Somebody attached to you is making a unilateral decision about your future or some kind of thing. Some kind of new beginning. Something very pentacle related. Okay? Be aware of that. And be careful of that. It's a red flag for somebody that does that. It might be for some of you. Some of you are in a relationship with this person, and they're just making all the decisions. They're calling everything. Make sure you put some of your input in, no matter what it is. If it's a family member, whatever it is, make sure you have some say here. All right, that's all. That's all I can say on it. I can't pinpoint it, but I know it's a unilateral decision coming in. Okay, they've been planning this a while. These are plans. I mean, it's like somebody comes in and they got this whole plan laid out. And you're like, how long you been working on this? Why didn't I know about it? Right? It's a bit of that. Libra, position 7. 9 of Cups. Somebody feels like, they might be thinking it too, I don't know. They feel like you're out of reach. They feel like you're hard to get a hold of. They feel like you're distant. And not in a way where like your phone rings to voicemail and stuff like that. In a very, almost like, I don't know, an arrogant sort of way, or the way some higher up might be hard to reach, that kind of thing. You know, it feels like that to them. It feels like you're out of their grasp. That's how they feel. Again, it might be part of that pity party energy that's going around. As we're getting closer here, and the energy's already here a little bit of Mars moving direct in Cancer. And there is, on the negative side, a whole pouty thing. You know, there is. Scorpio, position 8. My hot Scorpio, 7 of Swords. Yeah. Yep. And why did I wait till the last second to say my hot Scorpios? You're probably like, oh, he's not going to call us hot Scorpios today. No, I am. But I pulled the card of lies. Be careful. You have it might be multiple energies. I won't lie. It might be multiple. But you have at least one energy attached to you that's going to come up with some kind of... I'll just put it this way. They want to get in your pants. Okay? And a lot of times, you know, I joke about it. I used to do it too. I made a joke, I think, in the Mars reading about a Bangles song or something that I probably told some girl in high school I liked just so I could get in her pants. You know, that kind of thing. Do it all the time. You know, it's lower vibrational people. I was a kid. Hey, I'm no monk on a fucking hill. I never was. Back then, anyway, especially. But at the end of the day here, somebody gonna feed you a line. All right? Make sure you know they're feeding you a line. I'm not telling you don't bang them. Knock yourself out if you want to. But somebody's working out some kind of story to tell you. Right? A tale. Maybe it's a sob story so they can get something from you, or maybe it's a make themselves look cool and puff themselves up story so they can get something from you, right? I mean, I don't know. Sexitarians, position 9, separate from the reading sometimes part of the cycle. Always fucking weird. The Hermit. It's crickets. It's crickets. Crickets. This is brief. This is a brief moment. Do you ever have your, do you ever read like your horoscope for your personal chart kind of a thing? Like those sites you could put your birth date in and the time of your birth, and they'll give you the alignments for your specific chart and stuff like that? Every once in a while, if you do, every once in a while you'll get a day where there's no alignments affecting you. There's no significant alignments that are affecting you one way or another. Every once in a while it happens. It's usually an energy that lasts, or a lack thereof, that lasts for a few days. Okay? So every once in a while that'll happen. This is that. There's nothing around you. Right now, this is a time for you to recharge. It's your time to recharge. There is not a lot, if any, incoming energy coming at you from other people. Again, the overall energy here is the wall. I think this applies to a good number of you because it's you guys showing up here. And if it's you guys showing up here, and I got 9 of Wands, that little bit of a wall I picked up, right here, I think for a good number of you, this applies. More than usual anyway for this particular thing. I mean, and it makes sense. I've got people who are finding it hard to find you. If they're finding it hard to find you, they're not sending you any information, any energy, are they? Duh. Right? Somebody here climbing a mountain in Colorado. Well, they're worried about it. It's right here. This person here is reconciled that, well, I guess my life is shit. It's just going to be shit. Okay. Pity party. Right? Yeah, we got somebody thinking here, so fine. But it's one of those moments where there's not a lot of energy affecting you. Use it. Use it wisely. Alright? Use it wisely. You should be able to access inner wisdom really good. It's a good time for you to meditate. Binaural beats would be good for you right now. Find you some frequencies that work for you. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Alright, Capricorn, position 10. Strength card. So you're in somebody's spank bank. I mean, I don't know how else to phrase it. Somebody's very attracted to you, but I think you're sort of their fantasy. I don't think they'd love you. You have a soul connection with them. The Lion's holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups, but you're sort of their secret passion kind of a thing. You know, I don't know how else to phrase it. You know, what's that? I got Steve Miller in my head. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker, right? I play my music in the season. This is a midnight toker, and you know what they're toking on. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I think this person draws energy from you in some way. I know it's a little bit of hocus pocus on it, but I think that's why it came out in the Strength card. All right. I don't know. Tomorrow in the weekly reading, we find out what actions they're going to take. This one might take some action. I'm going to write that one down. The rest of this stuff is a fucking snore fest. Over here, my God, I'm not going to go to your house. You know, you're in some kind of meditative state. All right. This is cool, though. I mean, it's all right. I mean, be flattered. Somebody very attracted to you. This is a lusty energy here. Passionate energy here for sure. Okay. Hot. Aquarius, position 11, my other wild card spot. Might be you guys showing up again. You didn't show up here in the usual wild card spot. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Two of Cups. I just mentioned Two of Cups. I said the Lion's holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups in this deck, and our next card out is the Two of Cups. How about that? I didn't know that. That's fucking wild. This is you. This is you guys. Because of the lull in energy coming at you, remember, we started with the Four of Swords. I told you from the beginning. You know, actually, it's not as boring as I thought it was. To be honest with you, because of the lull in this energy, you're going to figure something out. Something's going to make sense to you. This energy ties to this. I think this is a good thing for a moment to have the energies coming at you lighten up. Now, I will tell you, this can pose a problem in your 3D life from time to time. All right? Based on my experience with energy, you know, I can tell you it can cause all sorts of things to happen where things might seem to go wrong, right? You get I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You get a notice from the gas company that says you're being shut off, and you call them up, you spend hours on the phone with them only to find out it went out in error. They had a new person working in the office that day. That letter went out in error. You're going to be fine. Yet you've been yelling at customer service. I mean, it's one of those frustrating kinds of things that can happen when you don't have a lot of incoming energy coming at you. Energy needs somewhere to go. So sometimes it goes in, well, in Spanish, I think the word is travieso, which means mischievous. It goes, sometimes the energy can get a little travieso on you. All right? A little bit. It is what it is. But for the most part, this is a good thing for you, aside from those little annoyances, right? Aside from the little things that might get you, you actually, because you have nothing else to distract the energy with, you figure something out here. So definitely utilize this Hermit energy, okay? I would. Take this. This is very rare, especially if you're a part of the soulmate cycle, which most of you watching are. Pisces, position 12. Always red with 1 and 5. Queen of Wands. Same thing I said over here. Somebody very attracted to you. Somebody thinking about your ass. No, I'm serious. I ain't fucking playing with you. Somebody'd like to tap it again if they have. If they haven't, they'd like to start. Okay, that's feedbacking off of that. The Tower, well, again, it's tough. It's tough to want something you can't have. For a few of you, this person can't have you, and they're having a fucking breakdown about it. Why? Because you probably got a pretty good ass. Metaphorically speaking, don't take me literally, just catch my drift. Although I imagine a lot of you do have a pretty good ass. But this is a very attractive energy here. All right, so so let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Let's grab the witches. Wow, 9 wands at the bottom. I didn't know that was there. 9 wands. Wow, I grabbed the right deck. My little inner voice, my gut, as I call it, told me, hey, grab the witches. Okay. Wow. Perfect. Add it all up, universe. What's it all mean? You know, what's it all mean? I don't know. 3 cards and a bottom card. Add it up. Remember what I said here. When there's not a lot of incoming energy coming at you, the energies have got to go somewhere. And sometimes it can get a little mischievous. All right? Travieso. Right? Steve loved Tarot, the Spanish version. Sometimes it can get a little crazy. Sometimes weird shit happens when this happens. It's a separate issue from you figuring something out. Energy within you has the potential to balance here. On the outside, equal and opposite reaction, it might go a little out of balance, all right? Which can cause some mischief. Weird things to happen. All right. I gave you a gas company example, but that's a crazy kind of example of the crazy shit. It's crazy shit, you know? You spend 5 hours on the phone to find out that your gas isn't being turned off. That's the kind of shit that can happen. It might be your cable company. It might be anything. I mean, it could be anything. All right, let's go. Who the fuck knows? It's just a friendly warning from me. The real read here for you guys is, again, you figure something out. Something comes and balances for you. It's very nice. It's feedbacking nicely off that Hermit. So, let's go. 3 cards and a bottom card. What you want to tell me, universe? Bottom card, King of Cups. See, there's a lot of love locked up for you right now. It's locked up, though. King of Cups, right? But in this particular, it doesn't always give the full cup. In this case, he's holding the whole cup. He's really sitting on the rocks here. Okay, that's crossing the center card. I'm going to pull 8 of Pentacles, Strength again, and the 7 of Cups. What's underneath that? 2 of Wands. Yeah, shit's about to happen. Okay, for the moment, it's all a little foggy on the incoming energy side, and that works to your advantage. All right, it does. It allows you to focus on other things. There's a lot of passion here attached to this. Just in the base energy, again, I want to point out all of these energies here, just because they can't pick up on it, just because of that 9 of Wands and what we talked about around the 4 of Swords at the very beginning. It's a huge dam is about to break. Okay, I mean, it's a wall of water about to head your way very, very soon. Right now, it's just a little foggy. Tomorrow, we'll find out in the coming week what actions they're likely to take. I'm very interested in this position and this position because I got a pity party here, and it is part of that Mars energy. And over here, I don't know what this person's going to do. This is some pretty passion. I mean, if that's spanking, it's some pretty passionate, you know. It's some crazy shit going on there. Whatever it is, you know. There's a lot of intense passion there. I get it. It's all locked up though, you know. And when that dam breaks, it's really going to be massive. We'll see what happens. We even ended the reading with attraction, so there's a lot of that. And somebody here going to try anything on you, right? If you identify with this position, doesn't matter what your sign is, right? Somebody at work always trying to scam on you or something like that. The scam's about to get real. All right, keep that in mind. A lot of times around this type of energy, I get a sob story a little bit, especially with the Mars direct in Cancer right now. Similar to a pity party energy would be a sob story, right? That's an outgoing pity party. All right, so there you go. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Stay tuned tomorrow where we'll find out what actions they're likely to take. Good luck.